Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we will create bus line number 94, which runs from Itäkeskus to Kontula. Both Itäkeskus and Kontula, their metro station, and the aim of this line is to collect passengers from the suburbs and feed them into the metro network. Sorry. It's been a while since I've created these videos, which I do publish every day, but some evenings I create more of them, some evenings I create none. And it's been a while, so my English might be a bit rusty in the beginning, but let's not care about that. The line follows already created track, starting from Itäkeskus and then turning right to Puotinharju and then to the ring road number 1, obviously that's ring road number 1 to Vanhanlinnantie. It also stops at Arhotie and it stops at Kukkaniitintie. But then, after Kukkaniitintie, there is this major crossing, which is a level crossing and not a sort of, crossing with overpasses and underpasses. And in this crossing, the line turns right to a stop called Lallukankuja. Let me just see what that is in Swedish. Also, my English might sound a bit different than usual because I've been traveling in the Swedish-speaking regions of Finland and I have spoken a lot of Swedish. Although my home is Finnish-speaking, sometimes the Swedish just, which I started speaking at age 3, just pushes through, especially when I speak English. Just get used to it. So the stop, oops, that's single track, not double track. The stop is called Lallukankuja, Lallukkagränden, and although there is all this fancy stuff with the separate lanes and so on, I will just make this an ordinary crossing of 2 ordinary roads. There we go. How easy you can make life when you don't do it the same way as fancy traffic engineers. Oh, and by the way, the name of the stop is not that. So from here now on, we will be creating. Oh, and by the way, it was Lallukankuja, not Lallukkakuja. There we go. So from here on, we start creating new stops and new lanes, and obviously, the line is not so long. It's not, but it's not short either. So let's see how long this will take. The following stop is called Karjatanhuan polku, and once again, this has something to do with kettle, but what it has to do with kettle, I'm not sure. Okay, so in Finnish, it's the fancy Karjatanhuan polku, and in Swedish, guess what? It's Festien. There is a joke in Finnish that Swedish is a really, really beautiful language. If you take the sentence, Island, island, hey island, the Virgin of Hey Island. It's not a real sentence, it's meant for this joke. In Finnish, it's Saari Saari, Heinäsaari, Heinäsaaren neitsyt. And in Swedish, it's Ösmö. There you go, your daily language lesson. So that's the second new stop, and then we'll move on to the third new stop, which is Hauhantie, Hauhavägen, Not sure if it's named after the very famous Finnish sniper Simo Häyhä or not. Don't care, war has never really been my thing. There we go. And as you can see, we're already creating line 94, so there aren't many lines left in the... And now let's make the exception. The ordinary daytime Helsinki internal lines. That's correct, because what we have left in the internal Helsinki traffic is the minibus traffic, the trunk lines, and the night buses. And all of this will come in the future as soon as I will find time. After Häyhäntie, the following stop will be at Humikkalan Kuja. These names of stops are really interesting. And also this is a one-way stop, but I will create it as double because I am lazy. Creating one-way stops is actually much more. It requires much more work than creating double stops. So that's why I'm doing this. I might not stop all the lines at every single stop, but I am taking some shortcuts here. Anyways, and after this line we will then, come on. After this line we will then create the or this stop, we will create the following stop, and as you can see, the line is going to run through the Kontula metro station, so it's not exactly going to be a long line, but this will take some time anyway because I haven't done this in a while. Then we have Naapurintie, Naapuvägen, which is once again very interesting name in Swedish. I have no idea what the translation means. Unless it's some form of dialect, which I don't understand because I don't come from this area of Finland at all. Following stop, Porttikuja, which will be Portgränden. Finally, it makes some sense. In this map, there is a roundabout in here. On the city map, there is no roundabout in there. Interesting. Let's not care about it. Oops. after Porttikuja we will of course stop at Porttitie. Wonderful. Puutvägen. This also makes fairly much sense. And then we will already reach the Kontula metro station, and I think we will also meet some parts of the existing network. I'm not sure how long I will be following that part of. Oh yes, I have been really wise here while creating the previous lines. The following stop really is the Kontula metro station, and it's located underneath the tracks, or it's actually not located underneath the tracks, but for some reasons unknown even to me right now I decided to put it there. Maybe I had a master plan back in the days, so I could check the videos, or then I was just drunk, which sometimes can also happen, but there it is. So far so good, and there's an illegal turn over there, so let's sort of sort things out a bit. Now that should be better. And after that we'll stop at Kaarikuja. And we'll stop at Kivikonkaari. But then we'll once again taking matters into our own hands on this line and stop at a stop called Sakara. And this is getting interesting because Hornet. Okay. So Sakara Hornet it is. It's named after a daycare center, it seems. Closing on the end of the line, not much left. Like I said, it wasn't a long line. Let's see which direction we're heading to from this roundabout. Or is it a roundabout? Let's have a look at the real route map. It is a real roundabout, and we're taking the turn to the right and stopping next at Kontulankaari 11, Gårdsbackabogen 11, which is located by this turn. Then we will stop at Rapolantie, which surprisingly actually is a one-way stop, called Rapolavegen. I will make the double stop. I have already told you why I do these double stops, which actually don't exist. And then, all that remains is the terminus. Easy, simple, fun, and all other things like that. Oops. So the line will then meet its end at a stop called Rapolavegen. No, wait, what? Oh. Alright. Well, in that case, Rapallantie is not a one-way stop. The stops are just located very far from each other, and the bus line makes a loop in here. I will make the loop. Whoops! No, that's not okay. That is totally not okay. I will just make the loop this way, because if there is a bus line running on this street here behind the loop, then this loop will not interfere with it. And I will not have to do useless work. But nevertheless, the tracks or the roads are ready. And then we will create the line, which is called... Look at the amount of lines. I have actually created 70 lines, so this is my 71st video. If there is someone online who has watched all of them, please comment. I will not be expecting that. Because if that's the case, you need to get a life. And so, we start at Rapallantie, and then we will be running through all of this. And let's just see if this functions properly. Yes. Oh no, I did not create the stop at Kontula. Under the bridge. I just built the bridge ready. Once again, very long-sighted from me. I have to congratulate myself, but... So there. Just 11 kilometers, and then we'll head home. I know that's a one-way stop, I don't care. I know that's a one-way stop, I don't care. Today I don't care about anything really here. Oh. There is one small mistake with the stop name. Was it like that? Yes, it was exactly like that. Let's go back to lines. It's porttitie, not porttikuja. It's big difference. It's road, not alley. And guess what? That is it. Service level, passenger service, and then let's see how many buses we have. 255 buses in service, and we're not even finished with Helsinki. This is getting dirty. So we clone it. What the hell? Copy that. Okay, stop. The issues with the keyboard, once again, they're very, very, very annoying. I don't know where they come from, because no other game, really, no other game behaves this way. The keyboard is fully functional. It's something with the game. By the timetable. Line 94 runs every 10 minutes at its busiest. So we will run the line every 10 minutes at its busiest. That means we will need around 6 or 7. Or actually I will need 5. No, not here. I will need 5 buses. Yes, I will need 1 more. No. I will need... Yes, I will need 1 more. And that's it. Line number 94 is up and running, and I will move on to other challenges, which means you will get a new video tomorrow. And until then, it's just bye.